It's time for the truth, fellow citizens. And this time, the World Trade Center demolition team, the rich and famous inside USA, and dignitaries and allies, including BBC. It's just a summary. This will explain how elaborate and cold-blooded 9/11 attack on USA was planned and implemented by rich and famous inside the country, including government and USA's monarchical and evangelical allies and their high-tech subsidiaries. Number 1. GM American Israeli shipping company was in charge of WTC security study before 1993 WTC bombing, with access to blueprints. Same Israel which destroyed USA's liberty. Number 2. WTC attacked first time in 1993 was the first terrorist act against USA. FBI Mossad coordinated. Number 3. Dov Jachim's Tridata Corporation, part of Systems Planning Corporation, SPC, oversaw 1993 bombing investigation with full knowledge of WTC construction and security, including blueprints. Number 4. On May 4, 2001, same Dov Jachim joined Comptroller of Pentagon under Bush administration. Number 5. May 24 to 27, covered Bilderberg convent in Sweden with utmost security, attended by US NATO military brasses and Euro-American dignitaries and CEOs, including media directors. Number 6. US military preponed doomsday exercises from end of October to week of 9/11 after Bilderberg Convention in Sweden. Number 7. CIA briefings by George Tenet ensured 100% chance of attack against USA throughout the summer. Number 8. Yet, US State Department started Visa Express in Saudi Arabia to bring in expert demolishers and remote hijackers with false identity. Number 9. FBI faxed WTC and Pentagon blueprints overseas, presumably Swiss-Swedish ABB Corporation, a Bilderberg attendee, where Donald Rumsfeld was a director. Number 10. July 24, 2001. This is the most important date and happenings which led the WTC implosion with explosives. Bilderberg advisor, past chairman David Rockefeller and New York Mayor Giuliani transferred WTC ownership to private Larry Silverstein, WTC 7 owner, from Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, ensured WTC 3 times the value. Number 11. August 6, 2001. Insider trading started at Wall Street based on pre-knowledge of 9/11 attack, which will perish corporations in WTC. Number 12. FBI late best man on Al-Qaeda, officer in charge John O'Neill, retired because of his discovery of Al-Qaeda activities from Saudi Arabia. SAS Black Special Forces joined Silverstein Properties with office in 34th floor, South Tower. Number 13. Silverstein took over all management of WTC, setting aside 3 months transition from Port Authority, increased security alert, overtime workers. Number 14. September 4, 2001. Israeli company GM American moved out of WTC, breaking lease. Number 15. US military started a week-long various military exercises, including Doomsday military exercise. Number 16, 9/11/2001, 8 a.m. US military war games included scenarios of hijacked passenger planes hitting WTC and Pentagon per Crisis Action Red Team script, meant to test and defeat US military preparedness. Number 17. BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, hired two French cameramen to video NYFD, New York Fire Department, fire drills in WTC on the morning of 9/11. Incidentally, FAA, Federal Aviation Agency, installed a line to the US Secret Service, which would be connected to those video cameras, feeding real-time images to White House Situation Room, Pentagon, and Offutt Air Force Base, which was coordinating executions of multiple war games as doomsday military exercises. Number 18, 6:45 a.m., 9/11/2001. Israeli company Odaigo, headquartered 2 blocks from WTC, notified of the attack. Number 19. Second richest man in USA, Chairman Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway, organized an unpublicized golf tournament inside the military base, inviting guests which included Franklin Resources San Mateo, California, subsidiary Fiduciary Trust Company International, WTC South Tower, New York. Chairman Ann Tatlock, with a group of business leaders and political conservative radio talk show host Rush Limbaugh. Number 20, half an hour. At least half an hour before fall of WTC-7, BBC started broadcasting repeatedly fall of WTC-7 until owner Larry Silverstein saw it on the TV and heard it and told his people to pull it down, meaning controlled demolition using explosives. Number 21, John Olin died on 9/11 along with 3,000 American and world citizens. Number 22, when all flights were grounded on 9/11, a private charter took off from Florida, carrying passengers to Saudi Arabia. In the middle of the night, the very people State Department's Visa Express allowed in USA with disguise. End summary. Now, eyewitness testimony of the explosions. From William Rodriguez, former World Trade Center janitor and the last person to leave the WTC alive in September 11, quote, all of a sudden we hear boom in the basement. I thought it was a generator that blew up. And I said to myself, oh my God, I think it was a generator. And I was going to verbalize it. And when I finished saying that in my mind, I heard another second boom right on the top above, pretty far away. And so it was a difference in space and time between coming from the basement and coming from the top. And a person comes running into the office in the first basement level from a deeper basement level saying explosion. And he said it was from the elevators. And there were many deep basement WTC-1 explosions, unquote. How strong was the structure? Let us hear Frank De Martini, an architect who worked on World Trade Center's construction manager, was interviewed for a History Channel documentary about WTC towers. Quote, I believe the building probably could sustain multiple impacts of jetliners because the structure is like the mosquito netting on your screen door. This intense grit, and the jet plane is just a pencil puncturing the screen netting. It really does nothing to the screen netting, unquote. And let us hear from the original structural engineer who built the World Trade Center. Quote, I designed it for a 707 to smash into it. Unquote. Pulling down WTC-7, developed and owned by Silverstein Properties, is the real smoking gun, because wiring a massive 47-storied building like WTC-7 would require weeks of expert preparations, suggesting all three buildings were wired for controlled demolitions, synchronizing with remotely hijacked GPS-controlled precisely programmed crash of Flight 11 and Flight 175, both Boeing 767 tested by NASA and Boeing's military wing for remote landing well before 9/11. God bless America. God bless all citizens to stand tall for truth and justice, for peace and unity in our world.